1 2. Mic check 1 2 1 2. Let's get it. This is not financial advice. I just hope you brought your other mess, baby. But let me know where you from in the comments. Rep your city, rep your county, rep your town. Let's go. We here now. For those of you who are just rolling in, we just did a video about AMC. Make sure you watch that one. But check this out. In that video, we just talked about how there were 2.8, just about 2.8 million shares of AMC available for the short sellers to borrow. What does this mean now? This means that they already borrowed 100,000 shares and it's only been 2 minutes. So you see what they're trying to do today when they see AMC start to pump up. You know what time it is with them. Now, we see what's going on. I see you. I see Bloomfield in the building. I see Texas is in the house too. I see you, North Carolina, Florida, London, Saudi Arabia, Augusta, Georgia. I see you, Florida, Miami. We got Philly. We got More in the building, New York, Jersey, Houston, Pakistan is in the house, Chi-Town. Let's go. Brooklyn is in the building, baby. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's talk about it and let's get right into it, baby. Charlotte, Georgia, everybody's in the house now. Hit that like button on your way in, baby, so YouTube can stop playing with us. YouTube, stop acting goofy. Come on now, let's talk about it. And what else YouTube can do? They could stop the cap. Come on now, Tampa, Florida's in the house. You already know. North Carolina, Vancouver, we here, Connecticut, Spain is in the building. The family is all over the world. And one day I hope that I could show up to where you are and just shake your hand because I appreciate you, family. Let's get it. Now, let's work. Let's see what's going on. The first thing, again, we talked about AMC. I wanted you to pay attention to some specific levels, right? We want to see if we could find resistance or support somewhere at these levels. So notice, AMC had a news catalyst and then pumped up, right? But we do already see, just already, the short sellers are loading up on these shares to borrow. But we're going to keep our eyes on this over here. Borrowed shares, an overview of borrowed shares available, right? ETF availability is the sum of the main ETF which AMC is exposed or exposure. So now, literally like minute by minute, and they tell you what the fee is that they have to pay on these shares. But yep, just like we said, look at this. Just today, February 1st, we went from, look at that. Wow, I didn't even notice that myself. Apes, pay attention to this. 3.9 million shares were available to be borrowed. Let me zoom in for those of you in the back who forgot your reading glasses. Take a look at this. We're looking at the shares available to be borrowed. If you have AMC stock, Bay Area in the building, let's go. So if you have AMC stock, some of your shares can potentially be borrowed and used by the short sellers to short into the market, right? And there were 3.9 million shares available to be borrowed. And this was basically early in the pre-market today. But notice that we are all the way down to 2.7 million, which means over 1 million shares have been borrowed already, which is telling us that the short sellers are basically trying to get on the attack. So then we can see it happening already and we can see it playing out with AMC. Now, let's transition over really quickly to Shiba Inu. And let's go and see what's going on with them. So, and remember, I'm not telling you to buy, hold, or sell. I just want you to understand the facts, the receipts, and just the information, baby. But I got you. You said I rejoined Patreon. Come on now. Let's go. Let's go, family. Let's get it. But let's check it out. So, here we go. Let's go to SHIB. If you own Shiba Inu, I need to know who I'm talking to. Put a dog in the chat. Now, here we go. Shiba Inu. We talked about these levels too, how we might see some pumps, but then we see some opportunities for it to come back down. So we've been holding at about the 20 level for a little bit, for a very, very little or low amount. We've been seeing that. You said it's hard to read. Yes, it is hard to read because Weeble made it that way. That's why you got to just put the headphones in the chat. You understand? That's why I say that. Put the headphones in the chat so you make sure that you are actually listening, because it's hard to see the numbers because just the way that they have the user interface, they make it small. But I got you. I see some dogs in the chat. I seen a cat in the chat too. But I see some dogs in the chat. So here we go. So notice that the support level for this, we could very well come down back to 17 easily on Shiba Inu. Remember, I'm not saying this to scare you. I'm saying this to prepare you. Now, it doesn't mean that it will happen, but just on the technicals, you know how they say you got to trade, or I say you trade with the charts, not with your hearts. You don't argue with the charts. You just look at it and read it. It's literally just words on the screen. You can think of it like that, or numbers on the screen, and you just see the trends that you see. So we've been in a downtrend for a long time, but the next level of support is about 16. If we're at 21 now, the next level is 16. It doesn't mean that it will go there, but this is just all that the technical is telling us because it is looking in the past. So now the real floor though, on the technical standpoint, is 5, right? So it could come down to 5, and I'm not saying this to scare you again. Some people are going to get, oh man, Keenan, la 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 la. No. If you go and do the technical analysis on your own, you will see exactly what I'm saying. That's the beauty of being able to read the charts, that it's objective. It's not based on my opinions or my feelings. It just is what it is, right? So then that's why I give you the facts, and it's easy when we're looking at the charts together. So now let's also go see what's going on in terms of the ether scan, because there's a few things that are supposed to happen with Shiba Inu, by the way. And I see you got a lot of dogs in the chat, but there are a few things that are supposed to happen with SHIB that we're going to talk about right here, right now. So one of the things is when you go to Twitter and you go to, his name is Steven Cooper. There we go. When you go to his page, he owns a thing called Bigger Entertainment. You may have heard of it. It's a, let's just read it. The owner of Bigger Entertainment, basically he's the creator of a SHIB playlist where they basically burn Shiba Inu. One event that they have coming up on Valentine's Day is they're having a SHIB burn party, another burn party, and this is it. And again, it's on February 14th. So basically, if you listen to music on their playlist, then what they're going to do is use some of the proceeds to burn Shiba Inu. But remember, there are so many SHIB coins that exist that many people, like, can you hit the like button too, family, so we get it to 50%? You know that's a sweet spot. And right now, I'm not sure that we at 50%. So let's hit that like button. Let's get it to 50. We got to keep it over that level. Now, I'm not sure that, or here we go. The detractors of Shiba Inu, what they oftentimes say is, what'd you say? You said, are you aware of Blazer platform? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. But you can enlighten me. But here we go. Take a look at this. Many of the detractors of Shiba Inu, they often talk about the circulating supply. For good reason. They're not wrong. Shiba Inu, there are a lot of Shiba Inu. There are billions, if not, oh yeah, there are actually trillions of Shiba Inu, over 500 trillion Shiba Inu coins. So what's going on is we need them to burn it to make it more and more and more rare. Do you understand what I'm saying? So now what we're going to look at, and again, if you don't have this tool already added to your toolbox of research, I want you to take a look and add this to your toolbox so then you can go and do the research. This is the most factual information on Shiba Inu that exists, and it's the ether scan, because Ethereum is the foundation, straight up, of Shiba Inu. They made Ethereum and then they built Shiba Inu right on top of it, right? So then we can check the Ethereum blockchain and see what's going on with the Shiba Inu contract. Now, let's go through it and we can look at the holders. This is generally what we do. We look at the holders and you can see the top addresses by rank, by how many Shiba Inu coins they have in there. It's ranked by quantity, right? The biggest address has 410 trillion. And this is one of the numbers that we want to see go up in terms of the burns. And we heard just recently from the top person at Shiba Inu, Satoshi, saying that they're looking to burn trillions. But remember, if they do, we will see it on the ether scan. And that's what we're waiting to do, to get the receipts. It's not that they won't, but we don't just listen to the words. We want to see it. Okay. So now the next biggest holder is Binance, which is interesting. Very interesting, because I never considered it until looking at this just now. But if I'm not mistaken, they own CoinMarketCap. Or, yeah, I think Binance owns CoinMarketCap. Yeah, it came up on Google. Binance Capital, April 2020, CoinMarketCap was acquired by Binance Capital Management in 2020 in April. So Binance, which is an exchange, it turns out that, yeah, they own CoinMarketCap. And from the ether scan, a wallet named Binance 8 is basically the second largest holder of Shiba Inu. But if you want to keep it real, basically, it's the largest holder of Shiba Inu, because this null address is a dead address. So that's very, very interesting to think that the biggest holder of Shiba Inu is Binance, who owns CoinMarketCap, who has been a huge just monkey wrench in the progress of Shiba Inu. Let's keep it simple. So then let's keep it going also. Let's take a look at the null address. And let's see how many burns are happening as of late or as of recent. So what we're doing is we're looking for transfers into that address. And generally, you're going to see this 095 address, right? 0x95. And who is that? Again, That's bigger entertainment. That's Stephen Cooper with people playing with their playlist. That's what's going on with it, right? So then let's keep it going. Clay, my guy, he said this. He said we might have to switch yo, man, right? Coin market cap is kind of shady, man. But here we go. Let's keep it going. In the last 24 hours, there's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 burns of Shiba Inu. And let's see how every single one of them almost is from bigger entertainment. There, it looks like there's one from Gemini. And then there's one from another account too. But most of them are rather small, 2 million shib. It sounds like a lot, but you got to remember, this is like $50 or so, right? When you look at these amounts of millions of dollars worth of shib. Oh, let's go. Hold up. I got to come back to Shiba Inu. Here we go. Let's go back. Neo. Neo is taking a big hit, right? Taking a big hit. And we talked about this on the live stream a little bit yesterday as well. How if you get in an option, you get in and you get up and you get out. Because huge green candles on anything attract short sellers. Always. Always attract short sellers. So we might even be able to jump into a Neo put. To be honest, right now on a 5-minute, it's oversold. You could still potentially jump in because this, you could still potentially jump in. I think I might jump in on the live. Let me take a look. What am I doing right now, family? So I'm looking at a put for Neo to ride for not all day, but maybe like, let's see. Right now it's oversold on a 5-minute, so we're gonna let it breathe a little bit. But I'm looking for a potential Neo option, so then I could boom make some money on the way down. So now let's see. Remember, we never bet against the trend. You bet with the trend. What is this current trend? We're in a current downtrend. We can't really chart it perfectly yet because it's so early on. Let's go to the minute chart and let's chart it and then come back out to the 5-minute, right? So on the minute chart, what we have here is some volatility. We want to see where this thing starts to show some resistance, right? So then this will help us to improve the accuracy of our descending line of resistance. So then let me move over here. And family, could we get the video over 1,000 likes so we can have over 50%? We are very close. We at what? 900? Okay. So you never want to bet against the trend. You want to bet with the trend. And you want the charts to agree with what you're doing. So now, boom. Let's see. Let's see if we break out. Or if we can improve the accuracy of this descending line of resistance. So now, let's see. On the 5-minute, it looks kind of wonky. But on the 1-minute, we see what's going on. We have support right here at 2350, just about. We want to see if it jumps back towards this level or if it pops. Because what could be happening now is many limit orders being hit. People who said, look, I'll pick it up at this level. So we might be getting some retracement, and then we'll be able to fix these lines up as time goes on. So then let's look and let's make this level here our support. Boom. Okay, so now let's improve the accuracy of this line. Let's zoom out a little bit and all right, we're finding some resistance, and let's try right here and right here. Since we're working with such a short time frame, we don't rely on this channel too long. This is a very short channel. The channel is how old? This channel is what, 7 minutes old? So don't expect it to last, but we're trying to chart it in the early stages so we can see what's going on, right? So now what am I looking at? I'm looking for a Neo put so I can ride the wave down. But I won't battle it on the way up. I'm not going to battle this. So let's see. The puts. I see a lot of open interest here. All right, Discord fam. I'm going to send you on the watch list which one I'm looking at. I did not enter into it just yet, but I'm going to show you the one that I'm looking at right now. I'm going to put it on the Discord watch list. And you can go and check it out. Remember, we don't bet against this trend. If it's reversing, we don't jump. All right. So remember, the first 10 minutes of the stock market opening, 15 minutes even, is a wild, wild west, right? So, and we're still in the first 8 minutes of it opening, but I'm looking at this for a potential entry. Yep. What I'm trying to do is get in, get up, get out. I'm looking at this on the 1 minute, but I want to enter it on the 5. I prefer to enter it on the 5. But now that I see this pump, I can imagine that we can still turn back around, but we don't bet against the trend. We bet with the trend. So now I'm watching it straight up. Let's look at the 4 hour and let's see what NEO is doing. This is a longer term trend. Let's zoom out a little bit. So NEO gapped up. It filled this gap. It gap filled yesterday. And it looks like it might gap back down potentially. You said the Wild Wild West, baby. That's right. You said bull trap. I agree. Am I looking for puts? Yes. However, remember, we don't get married to the direction. If you see that you're just seeing crazy strength, like for example, on the 1 minute, you see the MACD crossed over, that's a sign of getting a call, right? This is not a sign of getting a put. So then I'm not in it yet. You said Tesla dropping. So we're going to let NEO, we're going to see what it does. Notice it broke out of that quick, what was this, a 7 minute trend of down, and now it broke out of it, and now it's pumping up. So I'm not in this yet. I'm just watching it. You don't want to ride or put up. You chill. And don't get married to the direction. You want to make money on the way up or down. But for now, I'm going to let NEO pump. And let's see. What would be a great sign to get into a call? You don't want to get caught in a bull trap. But if it broke past this is our channel, our consolidation channel. Which it would be tough for NEO to get over there, but it can happen. We've seen crazier things happen. So then right here, this would be a signal to get in a quick call. Boom. But for right now, we're in the middle. Let's see what happens, right? So we just got our eyes on it. Okay, we're finding some resistance a little bit. So this downtrend, to be honest with you, it no longer exists. NEO has broken out of it and confirmed. So it's not in this downtrend anymore. So we can get rid of that. That trend is in the past as if it doesn't even exist, like this only exists. But we're finding similar resistances at what level? At this level, which is, what is it, 24? And it looks like it's about to burst through it. So let's see. Let's see. And also, someone asked me to check out Lucid. Oh, look, it's working. It's working. But again, remember, Wild Wild West, baby. Wild Wild West. So let's see. NEO still showing its weakness. All right. So I am going to enter potentially if I see it continue to show this weakness. But it's showing strength. Look at this. Let me show you what I mean. So we got this. We want to see it break this. We would love to see the MACD cross back down. You can still see that it's opened up. So we're still getting positive momentum. So we're not, Disney is going hard. You said NEO 5 minute about to cross the MACD. Let's check. It is curling up. So we're going to chill. Never fight the technicals. We trade with the charts, not with our hearts, baby. What are we doing? What are we doing? And we're looking at these green candles right here. We have some consistent positive pressure. Look at that. Consistent. Green, green, green. Notice, though, they aren't opening up. And what I mean by opening up, I mean, like, do you see how these red ones opened up and then they started to close? Look at this. All right. So Neo is showing some weakness. So I'm going to try to jump in very quickly. And I don't plan on being in here long. All right. Let's see, Neo. There we go. Let's go. All right, family. So right now I'm up like $30 or so. And let's see. $40, 10% almost. There we go. So I'm up. So what I'm going to do right now, this is what I tell you all the time. I'm going to put a stop loss on this since I'm up. So I'm up $50, right? This ain't going to change your life. But the idea of learning how to do it will eventually change the way that you trade. So I'm up $50 or so. And I'm going to put a stop loss on it so that if I get kicked out, I could get kicked out no less than having earned, let's call it 25. So then if it runs, I'm in the play. And if it turns around, hey, I'm out of the play, up 25. So then I lose nothing. So then I'm putting a stop loss on this. Limit order, stop. You set your stop loss if you up on a play. Somewhere where you're comfortable at, let's say, getting out. And to be honest with you, with this kind of downtrend, you don't even need, and again, you gotta be careful, right? But if you have a high risk tolerance, then you could go without the stop loss and just straight chill and cool. But if you just want to guarantee a win, then you could just put your stop loss on to guarantee that you get out at the right time. Or at least up. So yeah, right now, I'm up $70 or so. So I'm going to up my stop loss again. Now I'm up $90. I like $100 bills. So I'm putting my stop loss so it'll kick me out now at least to the point where I'll make $50 on a minimum. So I'm putting my stop loss on so I can make $50 on a minimum if this thing decides to turn around on me. So what am I doing? I'm upping and chasing my stop loss up. Chasing it up, chasing it up. In case Neo tries to pop up and I'm not looking. So I'm got a babysitter. And boom. Stopped out. Rode this wave. Made some money. Stopped out. Stopped me out. Up 50. It got up 290, stopped me out up 50. But do you see how you could ride a little short wave and then make money? Now, remember though, if you have day trade limits, then you be cautious on that, right? Be cautious on your day trade limits because I'm looking to potentially even get back in. Let's say that we get a triple top, one top, two top, and then we get a triple top, and then this comes down. I'm looking to rinse and repeat and jump back in again. So, easy as that. How do you set a stop loss on a put? Yes. So let me try to show you again. This is going to be an example. I'm going to get literally back in the same one that I just got out. Right? So let me go to quotes. Let me trade this. I'll buy I'll buy some. Should I buy some right now? Let me just double check. Because I want to just be just giving money away for nothing. So let's see. Yeah, she's starting to pump. Give me a second. Give me a second. Am I buying puts or selling puts? I put it on this. I put it on the stocks of the week. Did I put it on stocks of the week? I did. And I put it on the watch list too before I got in. Yeah. So if you check stocks of the week again on the Discord, then what I did was I got in, it went up $50. I put a stop loss on that would guarantee that if it went down, I would get kicked out 25 up, right? Then it kept coming, it kept going up. So then I upped my stop loss again to guarantee that I would make like around $50 or so. So then I made like $50 and then I got kicked out again. However, I might get back in again. So yeah, when I get back in, I'll look to get back in and then I'll show you how to do a stop loss. I showed it last time too, but I'll show you next time how to do a stop loss. And again, I'm telling you, family, I want a lot of these YouTubers to get on and actually trade live so people can see if they have an idea as to what they're doing. Like, if your system works, then show me. And again, a system working means it wins more than it loses. You see what I'm saying? That's all. It means it wins more than it loses. Nobody can tell the future. So here we go. We find some downward pressure, but notice this buying pressure has been very consistent. This is why the MACD is like not crossing under just yet. It's extremely consistent right here. So we're getting a red candle next to another red one. Decent sign. Selling pressure. Let's go. So I'll try to jump back in and then I'll show you a stop loss example. I don't want to rush this entry, but Neo is showing this crazy weakness, family. All right, so this is my first strike. I'm just doing this to show you how to get in and put a stop loss. So I'm back in the same play again. Go to stocks of the week, or I'm sorry, the watch list. No, stocks of the week. Go to stocks of the week, and I'll show you my second entry. Right? So I'm going to chill now. So I got in this one. Boom. And now I'll show you an example of a stop loss. However, I don't want to get stopped out of this one. I'm going to try to hold on to this one a little bit longer. And then I'm going to use a different strategy of averaging down. So here's an example. So on Webull, let me walk you through it. So I just posted what I bought, 2 stocks of the week, but I didn't try to get out of it yet. But I'm just going to share this with you so you can see how to do a stop loss. If you're on Webull, then it's going to be significantly easier. So to just do it, because you just got to change one button, right? So check this out right here. This is extremely valuable information, family. Please make sure you're paying attention to this. So I'm going to show you what's going on. Let me go to that buy. Let me go back to the Discord. Again, I'm telling you this. This is extremely important information that I'm about to show you right now in terms of getting into any kind of trades. So take a look. Let me share this with the computer. So, headphones in the chat for this. This is a gem right here. Straight up. So now notice I'm not watching the charts, but I'm showing you how to put a stop loss on, which for now I'm going to prioritize showing you how to do that versus watching this trade, right? So let me just double check. Okay, so it's kind of coming down and I'm back in, rinse and repeat, right? But I'm not going to watch it. I'm going to show you how to do a stop loss. That's more important to me right now than to make some money. So here we go. I bought this play right here. Headphones in the chat, baby. This is extremely vital information. I bought 10 of these contracts at 58. The first time I bought them at like 48, right? Now, to show you an example, I bought them at 58. I bought 10 of them. So that means I paid like 580, right? I did this at 10 o'clock on the dot flat. So then what is my price? The price that I got in is 58. So that means when I go and set my stop loss, I want to get kicked out of it before I lose money. So then when you look at your order type on Webull, it's going to tell you limit right here. It'll say limit. You click this down button and then you go and pick stop. That's your stop loss. You go and you pick stop. And you see how mine says stop? This is the stop loss. So then it'll tell you what is the stop price. Once the stop price is reached, your order will automatically be converted into a market order. So then I would change this. Let's say that this thing went up. Let's say that I bought this at 58. Like I said, I bought it at 58. And let's say that it went to 65, 75, 85, 95. So now what I would do is I would use my stop. And if I bought it at 58 and I want to get kicked out before I lose, then in that case, what I would do is I would set this to, let's say, 60, right? Set it to 60. So then it'll stop you out before you start to lose. But sometimes it takes a little bit of time for the market order to trigger. So then you might even set it at 65 or something like that. Now you could set it under there and then get out on a loss, right? But if it's running up, then that's when I'm really looking to put my stop losses on, because, and let's see what's going on right now. Now notice I have not been watching it, and I'm trading it on the minute chart. So who knows, could be getting smoked, but I have not been watching it. I'm prioritizing teaching you how to do this. Okay, so right now I'm up. I'm still up. I'm up actually 10%. Right? I'm up 10%. Here we go. But I just want to show you what's going on. So let's see. Let me show you this. Let me show you something even more important, right? So here we go. So you could just fill out and just understand what I'm talking about here. So let's see. I'm up about 10% right now. And notice, this is only a little bit of my portfolio, right? Only a very small amount, right? So I never go crazy hard with the options in terms of putting my whole, everything I got in there. Like I always tell you, you never want options. When I taught you the game, you never want options to be more than 5% of your overall portfolio. Never, right? So now let's check this out. At the time that I took this screenshot, the bid is 63. When I bought it, you could say that the price was 58, right? So it's up a little bit. Let's say that I don't want to lose $1 on this, right? So then I could put my stop loss, for example, on like 60. I put it on like 60. So I would go here and change this to 60. And then if it started to come down, it would kick me out. I would make a few dollars, but I wouldn't lose anything at all. So then you see what I'm saying? But let's say that this thing that is right here at 64 or 63, let's say it went up to 70. Let's say it went up to 80, 90, 100. And then what I would do is I would then go to my stop and I will update it, right? I will update it to whatever, like a little bit under where the current price is, right? So then if it decided to turn around, it would just kick me out. But then this is how you try to win consistently. And this is how, that's what it's all about, baby. You just want to win consistently. Like we say, 10%, 10 times. Guess what that is? 100%. Straight up. 10%, 10 times is 100%. So now, that one that at the 63 right now, I'm putting a stop loss on it. And I'll put it at, I don't know, 60. But again, you got to remember, this will eat into your day trades, if anything else. Now, to be honest with you, I don't want to babysit this one. I'm going to let it go totally, meaning I'm selling to close. All right, so I'm selling at a close. Or I'm in order to sell to close. There we go. All right, yeah, I'm out. Cool. So now I'm selling at a close, and I look for a better one. Something more volatile. All right. Because Neo is moving, but I want something even more volatile than this. But now you see, hit that like button, family. I'm telling you, that stop loss demonstration, if you could watch that again and again and again, that's important to know. Okay? So now let's see. we running into this wall right here, and I don't want to be just chilling on that. So I'm gonna take my dub and win. I made 61 on it once, and then here it says 90. It went up to 90, but I got stopped out at 50. So then I made like 100, 110 or so. You see what I'm saying? Right. Clay just said 105% trades. That's 500%. Let's go, family. Come on now. Just consistency. That's what it's about. And we could jump back in. So notice that I made $50 once. It says 90 again, but I made 50. I got stopped out. And then here, I did make the 61 and I'm out, right? But again, we starting to hit a wall or a floor. We wanted to break under the floor and free fall. We don't want to be just chilling at the floor and making a little. We want it to really at least have the potential to move. So look at Apple hitting a similar floor, right? Let's look at some other ones. My guy just said, look at XOM. Rocket ship. Oh, but it's only $4, but it's still a rocket. Still a rocket. Let's go. Raymond said he up 75%. Let's go, Raymond. You said that stop loss lesson should go into the options class. It is. I'm going to do it as I go into the technical analysis class, which is going to be rather soon. I want to say in February it should be out. Yeah, rinse and repeat on Zom. Let's go. I love it. I absolutely love to hear that, family. That's great. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. So Facebook about to cross on a 1 minute. Let's see if we get some action, family. So everybody, what are we looking for? We're looking at the MACD right here. It is crossing. Let's go on the 1 minute. Let's see if we can get in, get up, and get out. Crossing on the 1 minute. Let's look at the 5. Yeah, it's showing. It's showing something. Remember, if you get in on the 1 minute, you got to get out on the 1 minute. You can't get married to it. All right, so let's see. Facebook calls. Because what are you doing? You are technically betting against the overall downtrend on the day, but you could bet against it in the very short term. And I mean very short term. I'm talking minutes. So let's see. The Facebook contracts are in the hundreds of dollars, like 800 and 700 and things like that. You say up 22%, follow step by step. Let's win, baby. I want you to really learn the game. Let's learn the game. AMD is killing you in the last 2 days. Hold on. So I'm looking at a Facebook call. Let me see. The open interest. Remember, you want your open interest to be over 1,000. Let's see. The momentum is picking up, but it's kind of cool, but it's picking up like you said. The MACD crossed right here on the 1 minute. Let's see if it's. I would prefer to trade it on the 5, but it did cross on the 1. You said Ford is back in the 19 channel? Let's check that out too. Ford, $20. Yo, let's go. Let's go. So family, look, this is what I'm going to do. You said got in, got up, got out on Neo. Thanks for the put. No doubt, no doubt. Is Neo still tanking? No, it's just, now it's consolidating a little bit. But this is what I'm going to do. I'm going over to Discord Live. So family, we're going to do the Discord Live, and we're going to look and see how many, if any, plays we could get into and get in and get up and get out. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go over to the Discord Live. If you want to get on the Discord, hit the link in the top. I'm about to go meet the family over there. And I'm not talking about the voice chat. I'm talking about Discord Live video. Discord Live video. We're going to do a live video. I'm going to post it to the announcement section. I'm going to post it to the new videos section, right? On Discord. Ask somebody where it is if you can't find it. And then basically what I'm going to do is I'll see you over there so we can look at other plays, right? So again, I'll catch you over there. Discord Live family. I'll see you there. Everybody else, hit the link in the top. I'll catch you over there. Again, love. Take care.